This video didn't even exist 5 seconds ago and I didn't even film it. This phone made it from a single photo. This is the HONOR 600 Pro. On paper, it's what you'd expect: a bright 6.57-inch display, a 200 megapixel camera, and a massive 7,000 mAh battery, and AI features built right into the phone. So yeah, it sounds like one of the best mid-range phones right now, but after using it, I don't think that's the real story here. All right, let's start with what you actually get in the box, because this is something a lot of brands have quietly stopped doing. You get the phone, obviously. You also get an 80-watt HONOR SuperCharge brick in the box, which is in 2026 actually nice to see. Plus, you also get a case, which again sounds small, but it's one less thing you need to buy straight away. So yeah, simple stuff, but honestly appreciated. Now, in terms of the phone itself, as you can see, the design is clean. It feels solid in the hand. And yeah, I'll say it does look like another phone, especially in the orange color. But where this feels different is what it's trying to do. So you've got a 200 megapixel main camera with a big 1/1.4 inch sensor. And on the front, you're getting a 50 megapixel selfie camera. So whether you're shooting yourself, vlogging, video calls, you've got a lot of detail to work with. And in terms of actual photo quality, this is where I noticed the biggest difference. Photos come out bright, they're detailed, but without that overly processed look that you sometimes get. Skin tones also feel more natural, and the dynamic range is actually pretty well controlled. Even when you zoom in, there's still a good amount of detail there. So yeah, it's not just about a 200 megapixels, it's how the phone is actually using all that data. And you've got a periscope telephoto, so you're getting up to 120x zoom. It's a 50 megapixel with 3.5 times optical, which for this category is genuinely impressive. Now, the other thing that really stood out is the battery. 7,000 milliamps, which basically means you stop thinking about charging. Even with my usage, I was getting easily over a day and a half, and that's with all my testing while I've had the phone, which is impressive. And when you do need to charge, 80-watt wired, 50-watt wireless, so it's fast and it lasts. Display is bright, smooth, 120 Hz, so no complaints there. And performance-wise, it's running the Snapdragon 8 Elite. So in day-to-day use, everything just feels quick and responsive. And even when it comes to gaming, it didn't feel like a push, because I tried titles like PUBG Mobile and it handled it smoothly. No overheating, no issue. So overall, performance-wise as well, it holds up really well. So yeah, hardware-wise, it ticks a lot of boxes. But like I said earlier, that's not really the reason this phone stood out to me. Because once you start using it, that AI side starts to make a lot more sense. So there's a big standout feature, and HONOR is calling it the AI Creative Editor 2.0. And honestly, this is where the phone starts to feel a bit different. Now, the way this is set up, it's basically a combination of a few different tools working together on the device. So the first one, and my favorite, is the image to video feature. This is where you take one or multiple photos, add a prompt, and it turns it into a short video. You've got freestyle options or preset templates if you want something more controlled. And honestly, it's a lot of fun to use. Even kids will probably love playing around with this. Now, I'll be honest, it can be a bit hit and miss. Sometimes the results don't quite come out how you expect. So you do need a bit of patience with this. And I found keeping your prompts simple actually gives you better, more consistent results. But when it works, it's actually really cool. Then you've got the AI editing tools. This is where you can do things like, remove people from photos, fix lighting, enhance colors, basically quick edits that would normally take separate apps. They can be done from the device, and it's very useful. There's also what they call an AI photo agent, which is more like a smart assistant. You can tap or even type what you want. So instead of manually editing, you're kind of directing the results. And the last part is more creative. You've got things like different styles, background blur, outpainting, even turning images into sketches. So it's not just fixing photos, it's actually helping you transform them. And when you put all of that together, that's when the phone starts to feel less like a camera, more honestly like a creative tool. Now, this is why I think this is interesting, because it's not, trying to replace professional tools per se, but it's making it way easier to create something quickly, especially if you're posting on social media. And this isn't just AI for the sake of it. It actually feels like something that you might use. And I think this will be very popular. A big reason why this works as well as it does is all because of the software. All this AI stuff is built into MagicOS 10, so it doesn't feel like you're opening up random apps to do things. For example, you're already in your gallery, you tap to create, and you're straight into the image to video tool. Or if you're editing a photo and the AI options are just there, like remove, enhance, restyle, so it feels more like it's part of the camera and less like you have to jump between apps, which is really, really helpful. That said, there is one thing that I don't necessarily love, and that is the fact that it can feel a bit cluttered at times. There's a lot of AI features that are packed in, and not all of them are immediately obvious as to where they are. So every now and again, you do find yourself tapping around a bit, trying to find the exact tool that you want. But once you get used to where things are, it starts to make a lot more sense. Now quickly, there's also a standard HONOR 600. So we've been talking in this video about the 600 Pro. This one over here is the HONOR 600. I genuinely feel that for a lot of people, this might actually be enough, because if you compare the two of them, design-wise, they're very, very similar. They feel very similar in the hand as well, but there is a slight difference. On the side here, you can notice the AI button that both the 600 Pro and the 600 has. But in terms of differences, with the Pro, you're getting the better chip, the periscope zoom camera, and things like wireless charging. Everything else, including the big battery, is actually quite similar. So it really comes down to whether you want to pay that extra for the flexibility and a bit more for performance. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Now, for me personally, these phones are competing with other mid-range smartphones, because that's essentially what they are, especially at their price point. Talking of price, I'll post all the information in this description bar down below, so do check that out. What I will say is that, look, mid-range smartphones are incredible at the moment, because a lot of brands are focused on display, focused on camera, focused on battery, and the 600 series is no different from that. But where it stands out for me, and I think it's a smart move from HONOR, is on the software side, making available some of those AI features baked into the software, baked into some of those common apps that you might use that others might not be doing so. And that for me makes the 600 series stand out, whether you go with the Pro or the 600. But ultimately, let me know your thoughts on these devices, but also on AI. I know a lot of you are quite vocal about that because you've left comments in my past videos about that. What do you think about the 600 series? What do you think about AI in smartphones? Leave all your comments, the good, the bad, and if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out this other video here. I'll see you there.